It is I, Nerdyjojo. I have arrived once again. How is everything going? Good? Good. I'm just gonna assume that it's going well. Oh boy. What do I have to say for today? Today was just another day, another stream, and I'm very excited about what is coming. Actually, I realized I forgot to put on my headphones. They don't automatically just turn on when I turn on my model. They're not automatically there, so I have to put them on every time. I mean, I don't have to. I could just take them off, and I feel just so free now. I don't have to wear them. Not with this model. Or I can put them on. Or I could take them off. Or I'll just leave them on. They're part of the look. I'm not wearing my headphones today, though. And I didn't break my model today, either. Many improvements from the last stream, actually. Yeah. I'm not stuck. Like, not stuck. I wasn't listening to music just before, and I wasn't just sitting there lip syncing along to it like, oh look, it's so much fun to just lip sync along to this music. No, I didn't do that today. So I didn't break my bottle today. Which I think is a great improvement from last week. I did mess around with like the mouth again. It's still not tracking as well as I remembered it was. Like, I'm pretty sure it did a little bit better than it is currently doing. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I can be wrong again. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no. We're back again with some more art today. We're doing another art stream. Oh. Yeah, another art stream. I was thinking about that for a second. But yeah, we're doing more art today. And I have a couple things I have been thinking about over the last week. Okay, so I have a couple things I've been thinking about over the last week in regards to the art project. So we'll probably just switch over to the art page, and I'll turn on my pen and everything. I got it all set up. It's all working currently, so yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm just gonna talk for a second before I get into any real drawing. So last week, I was looking at this image just after the stream, just a little while after the stream. I was looking at it and I'm like, something does not feel right about this drawing. I don't know if it's the straightness of the back over here. This is a separate layer. Or this right here. But I think it's one of these two things that I'm kind of just not really vibing with anymore. Now, the great thing about doing a lot of this on separate layers is it should be pretty easy for me to go in and fix that all. But I definitely don't like it currently. There's something I don't like about it. I'm not even 100% sure I really like the face, but we can chop a lot of this stuff up to me just not generally being super confident in my digital art abilities at this point. But yes, there's something that I don't like about something here. There's something that bugs me. I'm gonna try to fix this area first. This is the area I want to fix first. And I probably won't even, okay, wait, those are the sketch layers. Okay, yeah, okay, this is the layer I want to be on. Look at how messy this is. All those little dots are just places I filled in because I just used the pen for the bucket tool. to fill things in, and there were a couple little spots that needed to be refilled. There's still like, is that tooth filled in? I think it is. Yeah, that tooth needs to be changed too. Anyway, so line art layer. Now what I'm thinking is, instead of trying to like completely redraw everything, I'll probably just paint over it till I get a shape that I kind of like, and then I'll redraw the lines on top. I don't know if that's actually a good idea or not, but that's what I'm doing anyway. Yeah, so that's just an explanation of kind of where we're at here. I hope that I can just do the shading today and we can be done with the drawing aspect of this. And then I can get on to the logo design, the cover, and or the background and other particular elements before we get much further. That's the plan, I hope. I hope today that I will be able to get to it. So we're probably just gonna start with add a little more bulk. I'll probably not bother like redrawing the leg or anything. Because I have like the back leg here, but I think that's probably one of the things that I like, that I don't really like about it at this moment. It just feels so thin. So thin and not quite what I want. So we're just gonna fill this area in with a bunch of white and hope that I like the way this looks a little bit better. Anyways, so while I do this, there's some things that I can consider talking about. What am I going to talk about, you may wonder? Or some stories, work stories that I can tell? Everyone loves a good work story. Let's be real. Everyone loves a good work story because working is very relatable. Anyways, yeah, so in terms of, I don't think I like that either, actually. Changed my mind. Yeah. I completely distracted myself from the idea of a story. So, story time. What kind of stories can I tell today? I got to one work story, and this, I was gonna say maybe it's like a doozy, but it's not really. It's just, it was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't necessarily annoying for the reasons that are going to be particularly obvious at the beginning of the story. Like, it is a complex story and a complex series of events, and you might be wondering, when I tell it, it's like, are you just mad because of thing X that happened? And the answer is no, you just have to wait till the end of the story, because there's something I'm actually just it's not even to say I'm mad per se. It was very annoying though. So I was at work. It was Saturday, probably a little before noon. So it wasn't like it was super late or super early. It was just about the time that you would expect things to start getting busy at a grocery store. Oh, I don't like that either. Okay, I'm distracted again. Anyways, just at the times that you would expect to get busy at a grocery store. And I was putting out some milk crates from the back. I think I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again just in case there just happens to be someone who's watching who doesn't really know. We have rollers, and these rollers take milk from the back, crates of milk from the back, and then they just get pushed out to the sales floor via gravity, I suppose, is the best way to put it. So, I was putting some milk out with those things, and everything was going fine. I had my one coworker there. She was off for quite a while, but as in off for quite a while, and she was injured, and she just came back. Now, no one really cares to hear about that part, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not the most important part of the story. But we were working. We were just minding our own business, and we hear somebody saying something through the doors. Because it gets to the sales floor from our cooler, there's a bunch of just glass doors that people open quite regularly. Usually you can hear a bit people's conversations if you're in there. Well, parts of it. Whenever they open the door, you can usually hear a little bit of the conversation that the people on the other side might be having. Not saying that I eavesdrop, but it just kind of happens. We hear someone through the door, and they're talking relatively loudly. Usually, when they're talking to people outside where they are, it's usually a pretty quiet thing. But this one, this gentleman was a little bit louder. But we didn't actually catch what he was saying because, you know, me and my coworker were having a good time talking with each other. Because this is one coworker I do think of as a friend in many ways. Anyway, so we hear that. We look at each other. We're like, that sounds like something's going on. And since my coworker, she was injured, she still wasn't quite upright. I said, it's like, you can go and rest your foot because you need to do that every once in a while. And I will go out there and see what is going on. So I go out there to see what is going on, and as it would happen, there was milk spilt on the floor everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. The guy, he was cleaning stuff out of his cart. He was like, I picked up a bag of milk, and I guess it was I threw it in my cart. I guess it was leaking, and now it's everywhere. I threw what was left back into the cooler because we have little mats that are supposed to catch like leaking milk and stuff. So the bag of leaking milk was out there doing that, or was in there on the mats. And that's not what I was upset about, of course. This is I can't say it's a normal occurrence, but it's happened plenty of times before. And at this point, I understand that that's just part of my job at this point. But yes, like I said, that's not what made me kind of upset about this. No, I start working on cleaning it up. Of course, it was super busy around the store too, so I didn't have like much. I was gonna say much time, but I don't think that's the right way to put it. It's more like I had to be pretty careful to dodge people because people don't really watch where they're going sometimes. There were people everywhere, and yeah, no. Okay. Yes. So as I was cleaning everything up, the gentleman who this happened to had his child there with him. The kid was probably like 10 tops, probably even younger. I don't know exactly what age, but that part's unimportant, I'd say, probably. Take on with this. Okay. This is the layer I was looking for. Anyway, so the gentleman had his kid with him. Like maximum 10 years, probably quite possibly even younger than that. But they, oh boy, this is what I was getting a little upset with, because while the dad was trying to clean up everything, and you know, he was apologizing that he made the mess, which, you know what, you don't necessarily have to do. Like, this is part of my job anyways, but it's not like I'm going to say no, don't or not like I'm not going to accept the apology, I should say. Like, it was not his fault, but like, if you're gonna apologize anyways, it's like, it's fine, don't worry about it, sir. But during that entire time, he was trying to clean spilt milk out of the cart and all this stuff. The kid was just sitting there. It's like, I gotta protect my ice cream. I gotta protect my ice cream. It was, and she just kept repeating that over and over again. Maybe I shouldn't be mad at a kid for that, but it's like, you could at least offer to help your dad clean out the cart or something. Like, your ice cream is going to be fine. You don't need to protect it. And admittedly, I was very close to saying that, but I'm like, I don't need to lose my job today. So yeah, that's what I got really upset with this weekend. It's a silly thing to get upset with. Like, I shouldn't be, you know, like that, but it was very, very annoying and wasn't helping the situation for anyone involved. And she was very much standing in the way of everyone who wanted to try to pass, but they couldn't. She was just holding her ice cream. It's like, I gotta protect my ice cream. I gotta protect my ice cream. It was like all about her the whole time. It was all about her the whole time. The dad said something, I don't remember exactly what it was, but the dad said, maybe I should just put all this back and get fresh stuff, because, you know, it was pretty soaked. It was pretty soaked. Like, milk on dryer sheets is probably not a good thing. Milk on, you know, things that milk is not supposed to go on is probably not a great thing. Okay, what did I do? Ooh. You can tell I don't use Photoshop too often. I actually did not. This navigation, and now my thing is there we go. Okay, anyways, yeah. And at some point, she switched from trying to protect her ice cream to like, no, my cereal! Like, ugh. I don't know. That kid just really bugged me. I can't say that I truly completely dislike kids and I don't love them either, but it's like, that one got on my nerves. That one. I only saw her for like 5-ish minutes, but not even 5-ish minutes, like 3 to 4. Okay, I don't know, but annoying child at work. Dad was just trying to get out of the way, clean the milk off the groceries and everything, but she was not helping. And yeah, and I had to clean up the mess, and I told my coworker what was going on. I said, it's like, this is what's I go back to the back where she was sitting down, because like I said, she was still kind of hurting from the injury that she had, and she had needed to take a little sit break. So I went back and I said, okay, here's what's going on. And I said, you don't have to come help, but just in case you're wondering where I am. She did come out and help a little bit, and we got the rest of it cleaned up. And I was telling her about the kid later. She agreed that it was also kind of not cool. Like, I guess I get that it's a kid, and kids are gonna do what kids are gonna do, but that does not necessarily mean that they're not annoying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Take a look at this. I do wonder if I want to try to fix the back of it. Did I put the leg on a different layer or no? I don't think I did. Dragon hair. No. Tail. Line art. No. The leg is on the same layer. So it's going to be kind of a bit of a pain trying to get in here to add a little more. Can we just maybe command T the tail a little bit? Maybe change that angle. Okay, that moved a lot of other things. Maybe I won't do that. Or I could just... How do I want to go about this? Because I still think there's something not quite right. I'm just gonna save it here. I mean, maybe it'll look different once I add colors, because it's just a flat white color with some line art and a background, or a gray background, so I could, you know, see what was properly colored and what wasn't. Maybe it will look a little bit better when I add color and everything. But sometimes you just gotta believe in the process. Gotta believe in the process. I'm not sure I still do that. Not sure I do. Okay. I'm thinking. Don't know. I do think I want to change the shape of the back a little bit. I feel like that will add a lot. Like, it's very, very straight. And it would have been a lot easier if I put the leg on its own separate layer, like I did a lot of other things on its own separate layer. Like, I know the wing is on its own layer, so I could turn off that layer. Turn off that layer. But then the issue is the leg is not on its own layer. Adding a little extra something there is definitely what I think I need. I think I need. Or maybe it's not necessarily adding, but maybe a little bit of a curve of some kind. It's a very straight line. So what if I erase this? Let's erase a little bit. Zoom in a lot. So we'll erase a little bit of that. The dragon hair is also on its own layer, so I don't need to worry about erasing that by accident. Add a little bit of a curve. Just to, you know, add a little more interest, a little more depth or roundness. Because it is very, very, very straight. A little more shape could go a long way. Well, because if we imagine it needs to go from here to up there, a little, yeah, no, you know, this is fine. This is good enough for me. I'll add a little, oops, X, add a little bit. Oh wait, the brush, X. I'm just, if I'm saying weird things, I'm just using keyboard commands, which I don't use as much as I should sometimes. I'm trying to get better at actually using, like, the keyboard commands. Other than, like, some pretty basic ones. I don't use them much. Okay, actually, I think that looks worse. Okay. Yeah, I do think that the back needs to, I guess it needs to be arched more. So it goes along here. I think, yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. It's really too bad that this is not on its own layer. Okay, I might actually just make another layer. Back layer. Just so that I'm not interrupting with any of the, put it behind the line art, but above the, others. And we'll just fill it in with white until we get a shape that we kind of like, and then we'll outline it from there. That's not what I wanted. I want brush. X, to make sure that it's the white color. And then we'll just kind of, yeah, do that. And then on the back layer, X, change the brush size again. And then just draw the back in. And hopefully I would like this a little bit better. No, I don't think so. That ain't it. This ain't it. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I might have been looking at this drawing too long. And now I don't know what is good or what is bad anymore. Because that's one thing I definitely think a lot of artists will agree with. If you look at it too long, it's like, what even is this anymore? I don't like it. So I should probably just hurry up and get to the rest of it. I want to do another hand cam for the logo though. When I get back to the logo drawing, I want to do another hand cam for that. So I can do like some rough sketches. I've been thinking about how I'm going to tackle the logo over the last couple days, admittedly. But not even last couple days, like last several weeks, since I like attempted to try to draw or attempted to come up with something kind of logo-like at the end of my very first stream that I did this. So I tried that, and I gotta say I didn't necessarily like. I mean, I got something that I liked, but not that I liked in terms of Pokemon. Like, yeah. It probably doesn't make any sense if there's anyone around who doesn't or hasn't seen any of the previous stuff, but yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, we might just collapse or put a lot of this down into merge these layers into one layer now. So now they're all one layer. It might be easier to shade them while they're multiple layers. But I don't know if I'm that ambitious. You know what? Command Z. We'll keep them as separate layers for now. There's also one other thing that I want to add to the leg over here. Reshiram has a lot of muscle, or is drawn usually having like a little bit of lines here. Wait, I got it. I got a text. Okay. That's a text that I was expecting to get at some point. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. It is. I don't like that. Okay. Still don't know. I still don't know. I can't say I'm super pleased with it, but you know what? It might just have to be good enough. I'm okay with good enough. Good enough. Also okay with drinking some water. Drink some water, I say. How long have we been streaming? Only like half an hour? Okay. I put some water flavoring cold brewing type tea thing in my water bottle today because I was feeling a little spicy. It's not spicy or anything. It's not even sweet. It's just a little bit different than just water, which I usually just have water. So I put that in there today. It's a little different. I like it. Yeah. That's about all I got. Okay. So, in terms of shading this bad boy. I don't even really know exactly where to start. Or maybe I will, okay, wait. I am combining these all into one layer. Merge layers. Okay. Now I'm going to, quick select everything. So I can just do big passes without, breaking anything, I guess. If that makes any sense at all. Probably not. Probably not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now the Pokemon itself is selected. All the lines and everything are selected. So we should be able to use this, or I mean, I guess it's Command I to like invert it. Okay, wait. Switching to like a light gray. We're just gonna brush, make it big. Okay, wait. No, that still didn't work. And Shift I. Yeah, okay, so now we're just coloring inside. I need to select the lines, not the... Oh, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I never said I was good at this. You know what? Maybe we'll just not worry about trying to select and just color. Color kind of messy. See what happens. See what happens? Oh, I don't necessarily. Oh, what did I do? How did that happen? Mandy. Okay, wait. I cleaned up the lines. I messed up the lines somewhere and they got all fuzzy. I mean, they're still fuzzy. Pixels. Pixels. Ew, pixels. Pixels are fine. Pixels are fine when you want pixels. You don't want pixels, they're not fine. Okay, anyways. Let's not worry about this and just start coloring. Reshiram has blue eyes. I think they're pretty light blue. So this is new coloring layer. Okay, wait. How do I want to go about this? I'm probably actually gonna try a thing. So I'm gonna fill in this entire area with blue. I've never tried it this particular way. So the pupil's gone, but if I turn it on to multiply,
that colors it in. Nice. We'll make this color. Name this color multiply. I'm just naming my layer multi. You know what? Color M is good enough. I'm too lazy. So lazy. We'll pick a lighter blue, and I'll just put that on there too. I don't think that's the right blue. Need that one. I shouldn't be too particular about which blue I'm using, but yeah. And we'll just pick something darker and we'll just slide that over here. Huh. Okay. I don't mind that. I think I want a different blue for the lighter blue, though. Something almost white, even. Yeah. Wait. That adds a little bit of something. Slightly. Okay. This blue right there. It has a little bit of depth in the eye like that. And I like that. I want that. Okay. We'll add a highlight. Okay, wait, the highlight's not gonna show up on this layer if we have it in multiply. Okay. Nope. I think I figured out what we need to do. We need to put it on a new layer on top. Okay. That's a fancy eye. I don't need to get this fancy with the eye, but I'm going to. And we'll just add a couple more lines here. That's fancy. That's fancy. Ooh, fancy. You won't see a lot of this when you zoom out, but I know it's there. So I like it. I know it's there. And now everyone else also knows that it's there. I think I want to round out the highlight a little bit more, though. Add a little bit higher up here. Maybe we'll add another highlight. I mean, I guess those other things could be highlights too, but another one right there. No. That's not much of a highlight, is it? Add such a small pot. Call that a highlight? No. I changed my mind. Good enough? Good enough? I don't know. I don't think it's... Tis a good start, I say. Okay. Next up, mouth. Mouth is probably gonna be pretty simple. We're just gonna go in. We're gonna grab a red color. Can't really see what colors I'm grabbing, though. I guess I could grab them via over here. That way, you know, you can see me moving things around. Not really, though. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And now we'll just kind of fill in the mouth. Okay, that is... I think that's a little too red. I picked the reddest red, but I'm gonna pick something a little more pinky, I think. A little more pinkish. It's not too much different. It is still a pretty vibrant red. I think we need to have these vibrant colors if we're gonna since Reshiram is kind of boring, I got another text. Yeah. Wonder what this one says. If it's what I'm thinking it is, yeah. I sent a message back to my mom. She needed to go do a thing. It wasn't a thing that would take too long, but she needed to go do a thing sometime today. And I said that if you decide to leave and I'm down streaming or doing whatever, you can send me a text so I know what's going on. And she says, it's like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And she sent me a text telling me that she was leaving, and then she sent me another one telling me she was back. Very good. Okay. Wait. We're on... I need this. I wanna make this tooth a little more toothy. I don't think that was a good idea. Probably not. You know what? From far away, if you look at it. Okay. Let's see if I can get to look. The way I drew the mouth, it kind of makes me think of, like, a sock puppet. If that makes any sense at all. Like, there are the eyes. The thing I'm circling, these are the eyes, and that's kind of like the body of the sock puppet, but it's not like a full sock puppet or something. I don't know. But I see a face. I look at this, the mouth, and I kind of see its own face, which is not what I was going for, but that's an inevitable outcome of things sometimes. Anyways, back to the color multiplying layer. We're gonna add a darker color, a darker red. Oops. Might help if I add the darker red by oh, that was the eraser. Brush. I was like, add a darker red. Sounds great. But we gotta do that while, what's it called? Oh, geez, I don't think that makes any sense at all. Don't listen to me. Whatever you do, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just colored over the entirety of that red. There's no shading, it's just red. Also. X. I just erased the inside of the tooth. It was gray, but I actually need that to be white. I might actually, like, slim down the outlines on both the teeth. Make them a little more pronounced. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Add a little more pronounced teethiness to the teeth. Did that make any sense at all? No, it didn't. Don't ask questions. Just live with it. Color multiply. We'll need to erase a little bit on the color multiply because we need white to show up on the teeth, not red. Unless we think we're feeding Reshiram the blood of its enemies. Feeding your Reshiram the blood of your enemies. There we go. Is that literally all we can do to color the Pokemon? No, we need to color its entire body. We need to add a little bit of attempted to add some depth and coloring. I think it would really come together once it adds a little bit of color to it. Because like I said, right now it's kind of really boring and it looks really flat, but a little bit of color would be nice. We should probably actually establish a proper light source. I have a shine, but that's not necessarily need to know where light is. You're supposed to know this stuff. I'm an artist. I am supposed to know this stuff. Okay. Let's just switch to a gray. I'm not even. I said add a light source, but now I'm just kind of not doing that. Add some depth to the teeth. I think the other one looks okay, but this one, second one, needs some work. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. I never said I was good at this. Let's be abundantly clear, I'm not. I'm passable at best. Oh, what did I just... Okay, wait. Cancel. Color multiply. Back to the color multiply layer. Okay, wait. Next. Is the color just not showing up, or... No, wait. Oh, it's the eraser. Onto the brush again. I am messing that up so much. I'm messing that up so much today. It's like everything I do is, why isn't it working? Oh, it's because I'm on the eraser tool again. That would make sense. And I'm thinking we'll take advantage of the eraser and just erase the shading that we don't want. Oh. Is this the best way to go about it? Generally, no, but, I don't know what I'm doing exactly, so I shouldn't even just say generally no. I feel like once you know the rules, you can break them, but I don't really know the rules, so. No, I don't like that. I'm just gonna erase all of it, actually. Make the eraser big. Make the eraser big and try again. While avoiding the eye, of course, because the eye is an absolute work of art. Masterful. Beautiful. 10 out of 10 talent. I can't believe I did that myself. Actually, I could probably even make it better. By, wait, we're going... Shrinking down. We're going back to this layer. I have a gray set. Oh, wait. No, wait. Brush. Bring this down. And we add a little bit of... Okay, wait. Different gray, but yes. Darker gray. Something that doesn't contrast quite as much, but has a bit of a contrast. Yeah. 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 That's good. That's good. That's good stuff. Good quality stuff right there. Quality stuff. Let me tell you. And I'm doing a stretch. Okay. We're about an hour in now. I do hope to actually, you know, legit finish coloring today. So I gotta pick up the pace a little bit. Stop goofing around with the eye, and I mean, luckily Reshiram is mostly just white, so it's mostly just trying to figure out how exactly I want to shade this. Okay, we'll get this light source. First layer. Good enough. I'm probably actually gonna try a thing. We're just gonna pick a nice yellow tone. I'm gonna, with this nice yellow tone, I'm gonna draw a line here. This is on a new layer, of course. Draw a line there. I'm not sure if that's going to work, actually. So, how I've shaded so far there's a light source in the top of the eye. So I would say the light is probably coming from here. Okay. We're gonna... This is its own layer. This is the light source layer. It's just an arrow pointing to where I think the light should be coming from. The question is what color light, too. It's a fire type Pokemon. It's a fire dragon type. I think its tail actually like lights on fire in some ways too. But I don't know. I don't really know right now. We'll have to try something. We'll worry about our main source. We'll worry about our main light source. So we'll just assume it's the sun of some kind. It's a sun. And it's just pointing kind of down and... Yeah. This isn't going well. I mean, I guess it could be going a lot worse. Start with just the light gray. We'll switch to this color multiply layer. So the top of this, or what if I, rather than, okay, cancel. Rather than going right into the shadows, we start with where the light is actually hitting. I think that might actually help a little bit more. Usually when I am drawing something, I usually start with the lights hitting, but this time I was trying to do shadows first. But I think light might be easier to deal with. So this trim is already white. We can't really go any necessarily brighter than that, so the light source needs to have a little bit of a color in it. I'm not a professional artist. Keep this in mind. And I'm drinking water. Keep that in mind. Stay hydrated. I dare you to drink water. If I have anyone watching, I dare you to drink water right now. Right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, you don't have to, but drinking water is probably good for you in most cases. How exactly am I going to do this? I have absolute no idea. It really is inconvenient that I got to Reshiram in some ways. I could have done Yveltal too. In Yveltal, it's got colors. I could just, if I wanted to do the lighter shades, I could just pick a lighter shade of so-and-so color, but you can't really do that with white. So I have to figure out what color I want the light to be. I have a yellow arrow. Sunlight, if you're like 5, you draw sunlight as yellow, and I don't know. Maybe I'll pick a really bright orange and I'll just work with that and see how I think. See what I think. So light. We want to switch this layer to multiply. Wonder if there's any other layers that I should... I'm just looking at all the layer blends. Can't actually see them, but this is like difference and extrude and divide, and I guess we'll just stick with multiply, and then we'll turn the opacity down a fair bit. And I don't color enough, or I don't use digital art enough to really know exactly how this works. I've done it before. I've said it a couple times. I can't say I'm really good at it. Brush. Okay, so the claws would definitely have a little bit of light on top. Guess we'll just color, and then this would have some light on top. I guess this is like doing the rim light, I suppose. Rather than trying to figure out no, wait, that's not quite right. I feel like a lot of this area would be light covered. So this will just pass maybe like a that kind of shape is the brightest part. Anyways, maybe I should talk about something else. Something actually interesting. Not that this isn't extremely interesting, of course. Because of course it is. Look at this. Look at how interesting all of this is. Oh, wait. I accidentally... Brush. Right. I just needed to fix something real quick. I realized I mean, I guess it didn't really matter that much. It was a dot on the light source layer. But I'd be getting rid of that layer by the time I'm done coloring all this anyway, so it's not like it would matter that much if it was there. But it was bugging me a little bit, so it had to go, basically. Basically, the moral of the story is that it had to go. Okay, this would be getting some light. This shoulder would be getting some light. Till that point, probably. That's touching light. Bleh. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just drawing. This is not the most interesting stream in the world. I feel like I could be doing a better job. No, that would not be how that would work. I did say I'd tell a story that might actually be interesting. So, oh no, did my drawing tablet break again? Okay, my mouse pad is working, of course. Okay, now the mouse pad doesn't want to scroll. And... oh? Can we do something now? No, it's broke again. It's broke again. I gotta say, I'm surprised it lasted over an hour before it decided that it wasn't going to work anymore, though. I gotta say, I'm impressed. 'Tis an improvement. Improvement from previous movies. Okay, well, I guess I have to save this and, turn everything off and on again, because that's what I have to do to make this thing work. As in, like, my entire heckin' computer. Shouldn't take too long to reset everything. Restart. Okay, well, we wait for everything to restart. Well, okay, you know, I was just saying how it took over an hour to decide that it was going to break. That's not quite the case, because when I plugged it in, it wasn't working. And I restarted my computer, and then it started working after that. So, maybe I'm lying a little bit, and it took only like a couple seconds, but it decided that it was going to work. Anyways, computer's already restarted. This thing restarts quick. I never really paid any attention to it before, but I realized that, like, wait a minute, this restarts super, super fast. Okay, well, back into the right app, and we're just gonna, we don't have to wait for Photoshop to load. And it's loading. Now, open the file. Find the file, open. Okay, does the marker work for the... Yep, okay. Now I gotta reconnect to our video. That was pretty quick. And 1 second, and we should be good to go. We should be good to go. There we go. Our pressure ram and everything is back in action, or we are back in action. Draw more light. This lighting probably isn't even going to make too much sense when everything is said and done, but you know what? I admittedly think I'm getting a little frustrated with this project. It just doesn't ever seem to be done. It just doesn't ever seem to be done. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. I will erase, you know, some of this stuff once I get to, you know, actually, I don't know. I don't think we'll be actually finishing the coloring today, though. Well, we'll go for, like, probably an hour and a half, I think. After that, we'll, I'll just, stop the stream there. That is what I'm thinking at this particular moment. Unless something miraculous changes. Like I start feeling really, like, ooh, I'm starting to get excited about this project all of a sudden. Unless I get a moment like that, I'll probably be pretty done soon, I think. Okay, so this guy will probably have a little bit of light. And then this guy will probably have a little bit as well. Anyways, I did say that I was going to tell a story, and I completely got distracted by this. This is another work story, and I don't think anyone will care to, or maybe people would care to listen to it. I will tell it anyways, whether somebody cares or not. But yeah, I was at work. Fancy that. Me working. People working. Wow. Somebody actually worked. Wow. I should not be saying that. There's lots of people who work. But yeah, I was at work. Of course, putting out yogurt and stuff is my job at a retail establishment. And as I was putting out the yogurt, which what I was supposed to do, I pick up this one tub of it, and I'm gonna put it on the shelf because it will fit, and I can put them all out and everything, and blah blah blah. That specifics don't really matter. But as I was putting it out, I had a sudden case of butterfingers, and I just dropped it. And sometimes it doesn't smash or anything, but this time it made a mess. It made a huge mess. It smashed open all over the floor. I felt a little bit drip onto my face. And I was like, oh no, no. And I pick it up and I bring it to the back room. And as I was walking, I realized that I got a bunch of yogurt on my clothes too. And I was like, oh man. And I go and my coworker, who is what was she doing at the time? I don't remember, but who was there that day? She looked at me after, or she saw, and she looked at me and she said, "You haven't got it in your hair. How did you do that?" I was like, "Wait, I got it in my hair too." I was a little upset. This was Sunday, not Saturday though, so different day, new mess. Yeah. I was not impressed with myself. I was a sad bean. Where is my... Oh, okay, wait. Did it break again? Nope. It did not break again. We're okay, it didn't break again. We probably won't be doing streaming much longer. If it does break again before I reach like an hour and a half-ish, I'll probably just stop the stream there for the day. Because at that point, it's probably a sign. It says, this isn't worth your time right now. I got probably no viewers right now. And if you are here, thanks for sticking around. You don't have to say anything if you just want to lurk. I'm okay with that. Lurkers are allowed. Take your time. You don't have to say anything. Talking to people can be scary, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't talk. Just listen and pretend to nod your head. Yes. Pretend to nod your head and say, "Oh yeah, this lady makes some point. This lady makes some good point." Oh, I forgot to turn on my drawing arm again. I forgot to turn on my drawing arm. I was somehow drawing with no hands. Isn't that impressive? That is impressive. That's a new skill all onto its own. People are gonna come up to me and they're like, "How'd you do it, Jojo?" And I'm like, "How'd I do what?" And "How'd you draw without hands?" And I said, "Oh well, it was difficult, but I managed to learn telekinesis. And now I can draw with only my mind and willpower." Okay, I don't know. I guess the tail would probably get some light on it. Or at least this part of the tail. Oops. And then I think that's about all the stuff that's going to get touched by that light. Or the light. And then everything opposite to it is kind of just going to be shadows. Yeah. I think I can live with that. We are gonna go back and erase some things. After the fact. Some of this dragon hair might get a little bit of light on the side or some. Dragon hair. Keep calling it dragon hair. I think that's probably like the only appropriate thing to call it, admittedly, though. What else do you call it if not dragon hair? Wait. Because seriously, what else? It's they look like they flow lusciously in the wind, so they're not horns, probably. complicated. Too complicated for this poor JoJo to figure out. Does this lighting make any sense at all? Quite possibly, very likely, no. No, not really. I certainly did pick a very awkward pose to try to work from. I mean, I guess I could move the highlight in the eye and then change the light source position. It might be nicer if I come from like over here. It might. Huh. Okay, wait. We're gonna make a new layer. We're gonna turn off this light layer. Do light layer 1 and then light layer 2. Light 2. And we'll try drawing. We'll just completely delete the light source. Yeah. Light 2. I'll take this. Bam. That way. Light's coming from over there now. I think that will cause a little more stuff to actually, you know, get some lighting on it. Which I think is what I want. Okay. So, doing this again. Normal. Multiply. Turn down the opacity a fair bit. We'll just... Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have that much else to talk about today. Today, I thought I would have, you know, plenty to talk about. I really did. I went into this stream thinking, like, oh, I have some work stories that I can ramble about, and they'll be really, really great, or maybe great is not the right way to put it, but I have some work stories, and work stories are usually relatable. A lot of people can be like, yeah, I get that, you know? Well, not everybody, but most people work sometime in their lifetime. Whether it's a lot of work, easy work, not any work. I mean, I guess that doesn't make much sense, but most people work at least a little bit in their lifetime. Because most people aren't born billionaires. Actually, that reminds me. Me and my mom were having like a billionaire conversation last night at dinner. We were just talking about billionaires. Nothing that much about it, really. I don't remember exactly how we got on the topic, but we just started listing off people who were like too rich for their own good. And it was really only like the normal people list off with that, like your Elon Musk and your Jeff Bezos and people like that. We didn't list off any of the relatively lesser known type billionaires, super rich people, blah blah blah. So yeah, we were just ranting about rich people last night. Like I said, I don't actually remember the reason, admittedly. I don't know. Why were we talking about them? I don't remember what it was. I think, oh, you know what? Maybe we were watching a special on aliens and whatnot with what's his name? What's his name? Guy from Star Trek. The guy from or one of the actors who was on Star Trek. Watching one of those Ancient Alien episodes with that. We just started talking about billionaires somehow from that conversation. I still don't exactly remember how we got onto that topic, but yeah. Billionaire conversation, and they're too rich for their own good sometimes. How does Elon Musk run 3 companies? Like, CEO of 3 companies. That's one of the things I was saying, though. He's like the CEO of 3 companies. Being a CEO can't be that hard if you can do it for 3 at the same time. I can't say that he's doing a good job, but it can't be that hard of a job if you can do it with, or if you can have 3 companies all at the same time. It's probably easier that he just has too much money. That he can just hire everybody to do everything else for him. Oh, whatever. I ain't about to get in a fight, though. So, yeah. That comment is going to disappear with the VOD. Gone. Gonna be gone. I feel like a lot of people have the same sentiment, though. It's how do you be a CEO for 3 companies? It's a lot of companies, yes, but somehow it mustn't be that hard of a job. Oh well. Yeah, no. I'm gonna cut that part out of the VOD, or silence it maybe. I don't know. I've been planning on posting like this, or I have posted like the first episode of this on YouTube. Like basically the entire process from beginning to end. I think I'm going to try to document it or put it on YouTube. Yeah. My poor little videos don't get enough attention, so maybe I won't even bother taking out the comments. Elon Musk wants to at me. Imagine that. Imagine that. I somehow this video gets seen by a poor, fragile billionaire who is so sad and so self-conscious that he needs to attack me. They're like, at Nerdyjojo, VTuber on Twitter, said comment about me. Imagine all the traction I could get from that. I'm not saying that I actually want that to happen, because I would rather avoid conflict altogether, but imagine that. It might not be necessarily great, and more people would probably be like, oh, he's attacking billionaire. I mean, I guess actually a lot of people would be like, she's attacking a billionaire. She's got like 0 viewers and is attacking a billionaire. This lady's crazy. Okay, maybe I don't want to be known for that. I'm not attacking any billionaires. I'm just saying, it's if somebody can somehow be a CEO of 3 companies all at the same time, that being a CEO is probably not that hard. Probably made easy because you just have too much money and you can hire everyone to do the actually hard parts. I don't know. I remember actually one time while I was in college, I went to a how would I want to call this? I went to it was like an industry meeting in some ways. a meeting for, you know, people in the industry. I was the only student who actually showed up. It wasn't a big get together, but I talked to a couple people within the graphic design industry, and I wish I could have done a little bit of a better job because I'm awkward. I just thought maybe this would be a good idea to try to get out there and get out of my shell a little bit. But anyways, that's not the point. So I talked to this one gentleman who had worked in the industry for a while, and he had suggested looking into like Elon Musk and how he was successful in everything. You know? They said to me, it's like, I think they suggested a video. And they told me what it was called, and I wrote it down in my little notebook, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, wait, my tablet is lagging. While we wait for this, I'll continue. Sorry. I don't remember exactly what it is. I still have that notebook laying around, so I could... It's not in my general vicinity, so I'd have to actually, you know, go and find it. But I still think I have that notebook around because I had a lot of graphic design industry notes and stuff in there that were, you know, I thought would be kind of useful for future reference, of course. But anyways, I don't remember exactly what he suggested, but he's like, okay, you want to learn a little bit about success? Do you know Elon Musk? And I'm like, I've heard of him many times before, but in that moment I was, you know how people ask you if you heard of a thing, X thing, or you know of X thing, and you sit there and you're like, no, I don't think I know of X thing. And they're like, okay, so they tell you more what it is, and maybe a little bit later you remember what it is. Also, my drawing tablet broke. My drawing tablet is broken again. Yeah, because the mouse pad works, but the tablet is not. Yep. See. Anyways. So he suggested it's like, you want to know about success. Something about Elon Musk. And I was like, okay. I was like, I wrote some note down. I don't even remember what it was exactly. And, you know, on my way home that night, I started thinking to myself that, what was I gonna say? Started thinking to myself that, I'm just switching screens since my thing isn't working anymore anyways. I don't even exactly remember, but on the way home, I was like, wait a minute, isn't Elon Musk that Tesla guy who has, like, this was around the time when he had the, Edward Elric, profile picture for Twitter? The Edward Elric, as in the, Full Metal Alchemist guy. Yeah. I think that was around this time. I was like, isn't he that guy? And I was like, yeah, that guy's a billionaire, and I guess he's got a pretty successful company, but didn't he, like, grow up with, like, actually already very, very well off? Like, I think I heard somewhere that his family owns, like, an emerald mine, or his family owned an emerald mine, so he already started off kinda with a silver spoon. Or a gold spoon even. An emerald spoon. And I was like, is that really a success story that I should be building up from? Now, I don't actually know if that's true. I just heard the rumor And I've never actually looked into it, so I probably should not be just saying that online. But, yeah. Guys, basically the moral of the story, if someone showed up and did not hear the story, I asked somebody who was working in an industry that I was trying to work in at the time about success or something. I don't exactly remember how it got brought up, but he was like, okay, success, blah, 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 Elon Musk, smart guy or something. And I was like, little while, I didn't think I knew the guy, and then I realized it's like, wait a minute, that's that guy. That's that guy. He is still that guy too. He is even more that guy now, because now X. Twitter is X. I need to change a lot of my branding and stuff. Like, I think I have. We'll just switch screens. Yeah, I got the Twitter symbol still there. The game's not on, but yeah, I'll need to fix that. Anyways, yeah. I guess that's enough for the stream. We did an hour 30. We did not actually finish everything that I wanted to finish, of course. Today was a quiet day, too. It's okay to have quiet days every once in a while, though. Quiet days are good. Quiet days are good. I feel like I've had a lot of quiet days recently. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're not doing this for the views, Jojo. Or maybe I am. Maybe it's nice to have people come and say hi. Maybe it's nice to have people come and say hi every once in a while. Oh, don't worry about it, though. Don't worry about it. It's all growth and changes, and should it happen that no one shows up one day, that's how things happen. Okay, well, I think that is about enough for me tonight, for now. So I'd like to wish everyone a safe and happy till whenever, if there are people here, of course. Thank you for hanging out and sticking around. It was great having you here. And if there's no one here, it was also great having no one here. That's weird. It's weird. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.